And so, this is something that I do on the channel whenever I have a guest on the stream. I just like to keep people on their toes and kind of see where just kind of get you out of your comfort zone a little bit maybe, but still originally this section was to just ask a question that was something that was completely out of your field of expertise, but then I realized that nobody knows how to answer those questions because they're not an expert on those questions. So
That makes
recently
sense.
I've been trying to push it more towards like something that I know you probably can do, but is also not necessarily something you would normally do. So um, what I have decided on for the question is I want you to describe what love is using only analogies, so metaphors and similes, to MS Paint tools.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a pretty good one. So I'm gonna have to think just for just a
Take your
second
time.
here because it's actually not something that I've necessarily thought about yet. What is love like? Okay, so probably honestly one of my favorite tools on MS Paint is the Dipper tool, the little tool that you can
The
sample colors from.
the little like turkey baster looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think love is like the turkey baster because it transfers itself from okay, I actually want to change my answer because I don't know how I'm gonna make that one work. That actually isn't really like love. That's kind of like infection because it kind of but love is kind of like an infection though, right?
Oh yeah,
Love can
it's a
be
terminal illness, isn't it?
okay. Okay, so maybe love is the selector tool because you know what? You can select the whole MS Paint background with that. And you know what? I don't want to change my answer on that one too because that's not really working. This is a tough question.
Oh yeah, no, I like to
This
I
is
like to
I'm
mix
definitely
it.
out of my element here.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
yeah.
um let's see. Wow, love is almost indescribable to me.
Is
Um
there perhaps something in MS Paint that is indescribable?
I mean, to me not really because I've used MS Paint so much, but to some well, I don't know. Uh okay, I just need to think. Can you give me a tip here?
Um,
Maybe if you thought of an answer.
no, I don't. I was just curious to see what you were gonna come up with.
That is good.
I guess maybe kind of like just imagine like approaching the girl or boy or person of your dreams, and what MS Paint tools would
Actually,
really.
I made a. Sorry, you cut out right there.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, yeah. Just what you think would describe the feelings or the aura of that moment in.
Well, it'd definitely be a lot of colors, probably. Probably because like I don't know, like love can be it can bring a lot of happiness, but on the other end of the spectrum, like it can bring sadness too. So I guess when I think of happiness and sadness, maybe I think of like blue colors and darker colors. But then on the happiness spectrum, I would say like yellow and orange. Green is even pretty happy. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
if
It's
for love, it's like, as happy as it can make you, you're equally invested uh to feeling sad depending on the situation.
it's kind of
So
like
it's kind
a
of a
vulnerability, I guess.
yeah, it's a double-edged sword because well, no, it's not a double-edged sword because that doesn't work either. It is yeah, it's kind of a risk. It's definitely a risk, right? That's
Yeah.
true.
So maybe
That's
maybe
definitely the
is
same.
there an MS Paint tool that's a risk to use?
Hmm. An MS Paint tool that's a risk to use. Well, the eraser is really risky to use sometimes, but you can't erase love. Like, once you've loved, that's with you forever. So that doesn't apply necessarily. You've got a pretty good picture going on here,
Oh
though.
yeah, yeah. No, I like to get an interpretive drawing of the conversation. Uh,
I hadn't looked at it yet because I didn't want to try to influence, but yeah, this is pretty good. Actually, it helps to be able to see the MS Paint tools.
yeah, well, I know I can't show you the pop-up menus for some reason. The screen capture doesn't take them, but
Oh, okay.
I know you got like your marker tools, crayons, spray paint. You got the dropper, the text editor. You got some shapes. Um,
I think I have my answer, dude.
all right.
And this is why it's been so hard to find an answer for this question. Is because the question was which individual tool reminds you of love, but the answer that I would have is that if you love somebody and really care about them, then you get all the MS Paint tools.
Oh, that's
Because
beautiful.
if you're invested in that person, you get the whole package, you know? You
Yeah,
get the
yeah,
good tools and you get the bad tools. Boom. Hey, that's a pretty good answer.
yeah.
I,
I gotta say
I
that's some
wow.
quality. I'm just trying
Wow.
to add in some of that knowledge. Um,
Yeah, you have
just
to use every MS Paint tool
um,
to make this drawing, which is not
I'm
that many,
I'm
so
going
it
through
should
them.
be
So
pretty.
yeah,
That's part of the
and
reason why I like MS Paint too, is because it's just really simple.
yeah, yeah. It's
Not
hard
a
to
whole
go
lot to do.
wrong with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is that in making comics and different pictures, I will say that the slight pixel adjustment on a micro scale. I know a lot of your pictures tend to be something where you will blend certain things
Yeah.
together and kind of add colors, but in terms of like a cartoon kind of drawing, it does get a little annoying when you draw something and then it slightly adjusts all the pixels around it.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, and after editing some of the drawing videos that I do, it has this is it like slightly different look to it
Yeah,
after the video's done. And for mine, like you said, you wouldn't necessarily notice it unless you had done the drawing. But for cartoons and really kind of fine, plain shapes and stuff like that, you wouldn't want that at all. Cartoon. I don't know what your cartoons necessarily look like, but
um, I don't know. I'll have to. I'll send you a link to them. I think you might
yeah.
get a kick out of them. It's actually kind of like a little superhero comic that I've
Oh,
been doing.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I think we gotta finish pictures. Anything you think that is needed to be added to this? I know you're a couple seconds behind on the video, but
No, it looks pretty good. I see that a nice. I like the contrast, the red and blue,
yeah, I was trying to make
orange,
sure I
and it's
wasn't
good.
using too much of one color, but
Yeah, no, it looks amazing. It's like a definitely a modern art piece.
yeah, and in the true essence of love, this happy, somewhat crying smiley face in the background has been covered up by other emotions. So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, sometimes, yeah, love has layers to it. So sometimes the good
it's like
memories
an
outweigh the
odor.
bad.
But all right, well, I think this was a great discussion we've had. But I guess for before we sign off, I should mention me and Mr. Positive here have been talking about doing a collaboration. And we were talking about sort of a like a telephone of MS Paint pictures. So I'm sure you'll be seeing some more of that in the weeks to come. But the way it's going to work is, I believe you said that you were going to do the first picture, and then to start us off, and then we'll just kind of go
Yeah.
back and forth every week from there. And I'm not sure how long it'll go on, but
And
we'll see.
did we decide like the initial idea?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no. I guess
Um,
do you wanna brainstorm that right now. We could probably.
Yeah, I don't know what could be. Do you want to do like a we could do like a landscape drawing or something because that has lots of different sections to it. So we could
Okay.
kind of build the sections together. Kind of like this background that I made
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for the stream. Like someone could do the front layer and then you could kind of build it up
So you're saying
to by
we'd
sections.
be taking turns adding something to one picture.
Oh, I
That sounds
misunderstood.
perfect. Yeah, no, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's a fun little thing to make a picture together. That's how I interpreted that. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I think that might have been the original idea, and then I got a little sidetracked.
I
Um,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So that's what you guys can look forward to. But for now, thank you for coming on, man. It's been
Yeah.
an honor having you on the stream, and I look forward to the projects in the future.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's gonna be a fun time. Yeah,
any
let me
any
know.
final remarks you want to make before we sign off?
Not really, just thanks for letting me come on. This was fun. I'll come on again sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that I'm better at it, this is my first time streaming.
Yeah,
Honestly, I was kind of nervous. I'm still kind of nervous, but more you do it, more you get better at it, right?
yeah, definitely. I definitely after a year, it gets a lot easier. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you for coming on, and thank you for everyone that's watching and watching later on. And I will be seeing you next week.
Sweet.